their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Carson Wentz's Eagles going up against Cousins' Redskins.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The seed a few moments ago sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Washington Redskins. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Wins. Pressure again, and down he goes again. Jonathan Allen with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7 on 4th down. Colton Schmidt to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 36-yard punt, and the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll send a receiver in motion left. The play clock's running down. This is Logan. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. That is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And the drive begins here with Sims. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Wentz. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Now Wentz on third down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Here's Pirine. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Cousins gives this to Pirine. They find some open field here. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 78 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Wentz going to throw. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. From the gun, it's Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Once again here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quickly.
And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, Jacksonville. The Jets out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. And the back goes into motion. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. And here come the Redskins now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They just do get the play off. Now Cousins airing one out for Crowder. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Cousins to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Third and long for Cousins. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Allen. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Wentz now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Wentz will try again on second down. For the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Zach Brown with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And tough starting field position here. Out of his end zone, Cousins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's going to get this one all the way up past the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down. Here's Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Cousins a handoff. This is Pirine. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Check.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And when the wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Here's Tressway now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunter. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. On the dive, here's the fullback Prosh. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now they try the right side here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. An NFL update, second quarter now in Jacksonville. The Jets continuing to pour it on. They're opening the lead up even further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Working from the gun. Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An Eagle first down. Wentz to Ertz. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Wentz now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Trent Murphy coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the D-line's going to spread out. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Setting up the screen to Pirine. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. First down, he'll drop to throw. And Reed with it over the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Third and goal for Cousins. And he's got his man. That's Crowder for the Redskins touchdown. Jamison Crowder in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. An NFL update, second quarter now in Jacksonville. The Jets out to the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On first down, Wentz. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Shift together here from the D-line. They start on the ground with P-Ryan. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Play clock winding down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
Game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Now a handoff looking right. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And this Redskins offense continues to pour it on. Now parking for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards. From the red zone now, Wentz being chased out left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now from Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Here's Allen. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Wentz on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll run it here with Logan. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Airing one out for Crowder. And that's caught inside the 35. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 45 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On the carry, it's Logan, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, well, we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They run with Logan. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they give this time to the tailback. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And this Redskins offense is running away with this one. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before find it out.
He completes it to Hunter. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Throwing on first is Wentz. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunter. 23 yards on the play.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Second down now after the incompletion. Wentz to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back complete.
And the ball is knocked out. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes we get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
The Eagles on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. Now Wentz again. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, it's Wentz. The quick slant caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
All right, now look at 56.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Time running out here on the play clock. Now they try the right side here. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
sure that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. That's complete right around the 8. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
I haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And the Saints, they've now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. To throw, Cousins going for the deep ball. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They'll set up to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Redskins, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.